ready face. It's plastered on by Jesus and angels. And they just put it on here, and it was like, here, give it to him. Ready face. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
I'm Ryan Seymore. I've got my big poop face on.
Ready face. Ready face.
My apologies.
Ready face. That's what we're calling it. That's the name of this episode. Ready face. Yeah, good times. Hopefully you guys don't mind our dust. We're changing things around.
As you notice, our backdrop is not here. We're doing a little bit of remodeling at the shop today.
Getting some funness going on. So, shout out to the guys that are working because it's going to be all prettiful.
After 20-some years, the cheap owner decided to do some renovations.
Not the cheap owner. Come on, man.
No, he is.
He's practical.
Yeah.
Practical, not
frugal.
cheap.
He's frugal.
Yeah. Operationally sound. Speaking of operationally sound, we got some pretty good leads this week.
Definitely.
Some nice ones.
Yeah. Big stuff happens in Uncanny Inhumans.
Yes.
Star Wars was really cool. Mm-hmm. Batman gets things going back. And then you
What?
Yeah.
The Bat is doing some things?
It's creeping. But you had Sinestro.
I did.
That's Colin Bunn?
It is. Yes. I put some bun on it, and it was good. It was good to me, people. Yes. Ready face. Ready face. Where you want to start?
That's a toughie. Do we start where we're different and then build
to our synergy?
Crescendo of synergy?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. You go first, though.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
No. Psych. Scratch that. It's Batman. Let me go first, because, Sinestro's cool, but you're dealing with Batman. Okay. So, I keep hopping in and out of this Batman, or this Sinestro thing, right?
Yeah.
And we've got this crazy emotionalist monster that's here and is trying to take over everything.
Yeah.
I jumped in because I saw the preview, and apparently now Superman is a part of the Sinestro Corps. And I'm like, wait, what? When did this happen? This is amazing.
I don't know what would be more terrifying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you've watched any of the Injustice shorts or anything, yes. You see at some point, Supes does dabble into some Yellow Lantern business, and it is terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
So shout out for them to actually make this a part of canon. This is kind of interesting. I think DC is doing something very interesting right now that takes it back to the early 90s, where instead of, I don't want to say that the New 52 failed. I don't want to say that. But instead where they're actually taking individualized story arcs and just letting them be. Not necessarily saying they're part of this big, conglomerate story beat.
Yeah.
Just letting them be.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it. I really am. This is a who's who of some fear-mongering folks here. We're talking Superman is in the mix. Just marinate on that one. Yeah. Wonder Woman is there, right? Harley Quinn, Scarecrow, Black Adam, okay? Deathstroke the Terminator has a lantern ring right now. This is a moment in time. Scary stuff, right? This is And so, this feels like something powerful and fun and interesting and kind of the reason to read comic books. This is, I high five Colin Bunn on this one. Walker Edwards on the artwork is fantastic. It's cohesive. It looks good. It's fun. Check that one out, please. Sinestro has done some big things.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like the pre-original Crisis on Infinite Earth stuff, where it was you could have these independent stories and you just enjoyed them and didn't wear it doesn't fit. It just
happened. You're not well, how come Wonder Woman's here when in her own book this is that? You're just let's just go.
It's good stuff.
Let's just go. Cool stuff is happening and go. Okay, so Batman, I'm listening.
All right, Scott Snyder's run on Batman has just been phenomenal.
Legendary.
The only hiccup and a lot of feedback we've gotten from guests are basically once Bruce Wayne was not Batman anymore, it was kind of
what are we doing?
Yeah, Bruce Wayne's Batman, Bruce Wayne's Batman. Yeah. It's all going back to perfection with this one. There's this really cool conversation between Bruce and somebody else that
who looks real familiar, man.
Yeah, real familiar.
Real familiar.
And if it's not just a metaphor, there is a higher play going on between these characters, which is phenomenal.
Okay.
Mr. Bloom's plan to basically hijack everything in Gotham is it's there. It is about to happen.
It is full fledged.
People are sick of things, and they're going forward with what he wants them to do, and then Bruce makes that decision. And so it doesn't spoil anything because it's been all over the internet. Bruce makes that decision. And I cannot wait for issue 49.
Right.
And then issue 50 is going to be supposedly something super huge, and we'll have a variant black bag.
Wait, it's not like the last major End in Zero big hype moment that really didn't pan.
Well, with Scott Snyder, he always pans out.
I mean, he
like,
always
that's
does.
just-
But I mean,
yeah.
like, okay, there was a poster for a book that number 150 came out, and like,
Yeah. This, though, I have faith.
I believe.
Yeah, coming
I
off
believe.
this issue,
Okay.
I've got the utmost faith. So definitely, if you've been off the Batman train for a little bit because you didn't
Jump
like
on.
Bruce Wayne not being Batman,
Jump on.
jump back on.
Jump
Because
back
it is all self-correcting at this
chugga,
point.
chugga, 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 chugga.
Toot, toot.
Yes. Okay, so where do you want to go next?
Oh, damn.
I kind of want to do Star Wars. Can we do Star Wars,
That's fair.
please? Okay.
Yeah.
So this one, coming off of the Vader Down arc,
Yeah.
was a nice, like, break pump, but not break pump.
Yeah.
Right? It's a switch of gears. It's a different point in time.
And
completely.
and there were two moments I'm like, that explains that.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. We take a super leap back.
Yeah.
So like instead of it being in between New Hope and Empire, we're going in between Revenge of the Sith and New Hope.
Yeah.
So this is an Obi-Wan story here, people,
Yeah.
and it's pretty. Number one.
Yeah.
Aaron and Mayhew,
Just phenomenal.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. But the beats, man,
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, it hits, and it's once again Jason Aaron just fundamentally gets these
Right.
characters.
He does. He does.
And like seeing Luke as a little boy.
Oh,
Yeah, and
so
just
precocious.
Yeah, and you can see the potential that he has.
Yes.
But you also see like the emotions.
It's
like
oh man,
like Uncle Owen and
yes.
all of that.
Oh my,
Yeah,
like that's
it's-
one that like okay, in terms of being a step parent, no one has taken on like a harder job than Uncle Owen. Like
Yeah.
because I mean, knowing exactly like whose this child is, you're like, do I push? Do I not push?
Yeah.
You know, like we're not even like really blood related. Like like what do I
there's
say?
a lot going into it,
Right.
And he's handling it the best he can.
He is.
And it's phenomenal. And there's there's so many things that watching A New Hope,
Right.
is, it always seemed weird. Like I kind of, as I grew up, I figured out that Obi-Wan was there probably to protect Luke,
Right.
but I always just got the feeling he was just that crazy dude out in the wilderness.
Well, yeah, he was the neighborhood crazy dude that rides around on a motorcycle backwards for whatever reason.
Yeah, and then this, it really goes into the thought process
Yes.
that he took in
Yes.
that, and it's brilliant.
You're making the reference to the other guy, right?
Yes.
And I agree. That is one where you're just like, way to know, like you can only do so much.
Yeah,
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
and none of that will make sense until you pick up the book, and
Which you must
and
do.
You should.
You should already be planning to do this.
This is the
because-
comic that you're looking for.
It is.
It is. It's
people,
really-
It is.
Really good.
I do love how this is kind of coming back into what Vader Down was, that character that is, not being introduced, but being introduced.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be interesting because I was not aware of that character before.
Yeah.
So to see like maybe we're going to get like some history, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and there has to be a fight coming at some point.
Yes, there
And
does. I mean, and it says a lot because if you consider time period wise, when we got introduced to the character in
Yeah.
Vader Down,
Yeah.
there's a lot to be said there.
Yeah, there's a
So-
big gap, and there was I thought I noticed something about their appearance.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about that. Yeah, off camera. No spoilers.
Yeah.
No spoilers. This one, good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, Star
definitely.
Wars is just winning right now.
Yeah,
like across the board.
Consistently, it's probably Marvel's most consistent title.
I agree.
Just in terms of
I agree.
it's an A to an A plus every
time.
issue.
Every time. I think like Leia's still the only one that's still kind of like if you
Yeah.
could go back, but
Other than that,
it's still moving forward strong. So
Keep
one
it
out
up,
of
guys.
many. Good job.
Yeah, keep
Good
it up,
job.
guys.
Yeah. Okay, so with Inhumans,
yes,
I felt, not gonna lie, I felt like issues 1 through 3 were the starting point. Like they were not really starting the series yet.
yeah,
issue 4, I think, honestly does make the statement, no, that's the beginning of it, and this is kind of where this arc is going to move.
Yeah, it's kind of like going to a big family dinner at your grandparents' house.
Right.
And just because the vegetable tray is out, that doesn't mean the dinner is starting.
No.
I mean, you're eating.
That's that's totally what I felt. But I feel like this one actually is saying, like, no, that was part of...
The tofurkey is on the table.
It's and eat up, get hearty.
Yeah.
If you are, and I really feel like, okay, stop me if I'm wrong on this one.
Will do.
This is a series that is rooted in Marvel knowledge. Like, if you don't have a clear understanding of who these characters are, it's going to fall short for you.
Yeah, because there's going to be moments where you're just like, oh, I mean, so what that this person would want to do that?
Yeah, but no.
But it's huge.
These are huge moments. Like, I got to listen. Shout out to the kid, man, because the kid is doing some things. I got to...
Yes, where he manifests his abilities. Yeah, because the main villain in this is not a chump.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah.
I mean, like, listen, I'm sure you could produce, like, stacks of trades where the entirety of the Avengers...
Yeah.
Okay? So, shout out. Like,
yeah, this was... And the thing is, too, because of his outside of the normal constraints of time, he didn't see that coming.
Right. Like, he didn't... Like, wait, what? And you're like, yeah, that just happened.
Yeah.
Good job.
Boom. Yeah.
Get some. Like, that's legit. And again, it's one of those things where I almost feel bad because there's an entire generation of people that Chucky Soul is introducing the Inhumans, title to, really. But he's trying his best to root it into the steep, rich history of Marvel so that when you bring in a character like Kang, it has weight. Yeah. It should, because Kang is brutal. Huge, man.
Yeah.
Like,
he can go anywhere in time.
Right.
And reset things as need be.
As he wants. So, Kang is a big player, people. Like, trust and believe. It's not just like some weird dude in a purple head.
Like,
Kang is serious, okay? Serious. So, yeah, I enjoyed this one, man, a lot.
Dialogue is crisp. The action it fits. It's fantastic.
Yes.
The art is not distracting. It flows very well.
Yeah, McNiven is killing on this one. And I feel like where it ended, it's not quite over.
No.
Like, there's still something else that has to happen.
Yeah.
And so...
And the reaction of the one person, what he says to the last couple at the end... felt very regal. Like,
he gets his position.
Yeah.
Yes. Or what Marvel's Cinematic Universe does with the Inhumans.
I'm hoping.
Because that's...
Because this is amazing. Like, it just really is. Charles Soule, once again, killing it.
Yes. He's kind of one of my favorite writers right now.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. Not gonna lie. He's one that when I see in the order pack that he's writing it, it's an auto base amount. It doesn't matter what the character is, the title is.
He's going to do it. It could be Captain Carrot. You're like, I need 25 of these at least.
Most have ever ordered of Captain Carrot.
I think most of anyone's ever ordered of Captain Carrot, but whatever. All right, so what is this one? What is this?
I am a homer for Rick Remender. This is something I've said multiple times.
Yes.
His new title, Devolution.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting. It's dystopian science fiction. People figure out how to remove a certain genetic marker from the human genome that will theoretically one of the major causes of war is removed. The unexpected side effect, because testing, you're supposed to do some testing. What actually ends up happening is it causes the de-evolution of not just the human genome, but it gets out into the wild. So things regress to a more
primitive sort of thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are a few people that haven't explained how they are not affected, but some people want to find a cure for it. Some people just want to stay on their compound and stay alive.
Okay.
Pretty dark, pretty out there. Definitely. Definitely. I'm going to give it issue 2. I kind of can't wait for it. It's a really good foundation.
Got you. Now, this is from Dynamite. Dynamite is... I almost feel like they've been a little quieter lately.
They're on the cusp. They've got some cool stuff, but they haven't had that breakthrough mega hit yet, like a Walking Dead or something to push them over the top.
Like, it seemed like they were trying to revive, like, the pulp-based characters, and now they're like, okay, maybe that's not necessarily playing. Let's try to give some creators of some serious clout, some playroom, and just see what happens.
Yeah,
I can get with that.
Yeah,
I think that's a smart move.
It's definitely Dynamite's definitely one of those ones you want to keep a lookout for because they're. I mean, they've been around for a while, but they're about to blow up.
Gotcha.
I think.
There's so many puns right there.
Oh, dang.
I said that. They are dynamite. Yeah. Sorry, I had to throw in one myself. I mean, it's only fair.
Yeah.
I just had to. People, come on. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
No judgment.
The next one that we took on was Captain Marvel. Well, not America. Captain Marvel #1. I am in love with what they have been doing with Carol Danvers over the last few years. And it seems like once she took back the Captain Marvel moniker, it has just gone to a new level.
Yeah, and she owns it. Like she is Captain Marvel right now.
Yeah, it's not like, she's not homering in the face of Marvel's shadow or anything like that. Like she's the captain.
Yeah, and an independent character that isn't a sidekick or a part of an ensemble cast.
Right.
Like she is her own person.
Yes, and I think the part that I love the most is that they haven't tried to like shoehorn her into she is the female character.
Yeah.
She's just her.
Yeah, she's Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers.
And it all makes sense. It all works.
Yeah.
She commands respect where she's supposed to. In this one, the setup is interesting. So she's becoming a part of something larger as this first line of defense against intergalactic problems, right? So that fits her power scale, fits the matrix from which she comes from, the whole Kree background.
Yeah.
I'm loving who the secondary follow-up team is. Like that's something.
that one threw me.
Totally.
Because I was like, why is that person there? And I'm like, that person.
And you're like, wait, is this the whole thing? And it is.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how far they go with that.
I'm along for the ride.
Yeah.
Because it was one that I was worried when Kelly Sue DeConnick went off.
Right.
And then this group of creators is really good.
It's solid. I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm slam dunk. For a first issue, you have everything that you need. There's interest, there's action, there's some colorful backstory pieces. I'm all for it, and I can't wait to see where this mystery actually goes.
Because there is a mystery.
Yes.
Something does happen,
and it matters.
Yeah.
So, good job. I am extra excited right now for her movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I need some announcements made, like immediately.
Yeah.
Come on, people. What is this, like 2 years away, I think?
Yeah, but you got to give us something.
Come on.
Give us something.
Because, I mean, with this, we want to eat. We want to eat more.
Yeah.
Come on, give it. Yeah, man, good week this
Very good week.
Like, I'm happy. Yeah. Nothing that I was like,
Yeah, there was nothing I like read and I'm like, that won't
make it. Oh, we didn't talk about you. Sorry. Yeah. No, this one was solid.
All really good.
Did you see any of the new trailers and such?
Suicide Squad.
Man,
some stuff.
Normally I'm not all like, woo, but that was fun. That was
definitely. It was one that when I first heard about the ensemble cast and everything, I got a very League of Extraordinary Gentlemen vibe because that's hard to do when you have.
Oh man!
But it looks
solid.
Sold a ticket or two.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there.
And I guess we want to send one quick shout out.
Yes.
Thanks, Jack. We totally forgot that's where it was from.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. The question was for anyone that since I guess it's not a spoiler. We couldn't remember what it was that Namor had done that made the Squadron Supreme so upset.
Yeah.
And this was pre-Secret War, technically, when they were still doing the incursions.
Yeah.
Namor destroyed some worlds.
Because that's the thing.
That's what he did. He made some choices, and it affected the Squadron Supreme members personally.
Yeah.
So that's why. They had a hard-on for that one, and that's what it is. So, yeah. And thank you for answering that one, because totally was like, I can't. We thought it was going to be in Secret Wars, and it was before that. So, makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense. So, thank you so much. I wonder if there's anything else that we could throw out there for anyone to answer.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything you guys catch, or you have a question, or you have a comment, criticism,
let us know.
Just subscribe, comment below.
Biggity bam.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Peace.